Okay, part 2 of the video.
Are we on to part 2 already?
Yes, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, part 2, here we are. YouTube.
Ron had a lot of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Oh yeah, you finished that coffee well.
Oh yeah, I did. It's starting to kick in. I'm getting fired up. It's great. Let's do this.
You were like sleeping 10 minutes later. I mean 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was.
Well, no, actually that was 40 minutes ago.
40 minutes ago.
It took the coffee to kick in. Okay, so we are going to be redoing this hand, this time with a magic gel. How many times did I say magic gel?
I don't know. Lots.
Okay, so yes, and we're going to be doing this, or I'm going to be doing this because
I'm not doing anything other than I'm just sitting here nodding off, you know.
So by hand. So
Yes.
we will do the prep by hand. So I still like to shorten the nails with this file, with the Erica file. This is a medium smooth Lady Diamond. Smooth. And we're keeping these nails nice and short. You know, I noticed that you don't have, like, yes, there is a little bit of lifting, but there was no free edge separation with your nails.
The only
Right?
one that I had, it wasn't even like a separation, but it was with my right hand on the thumb.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just
That was-
from
That
just
yeah,
wear
like
and
wear and tear.
Yeah, but it
that
wasn't
was
like
the
there was
initial.
separation. It was just, well, no, even just this
Even
past
now?
time around, like,
It was just kind of thinned out, but it was not separated really.
no, it was just kind of
No,
thin out,
it was
the
not
actual
flaking
product
off.
away
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
so the gel was not really flaking off
No.
from that area.
Oh, are we going to be using
The same lamp.
Big
yeah.
Bertha?
Yes.
Well, Little Bertha, I guess.
So yes, we're going to use. Actually, it's pretty small for the.
It is,
for
yeah.
UV.
It's got to be one of the most, like, I would say the smallest traditional UV
it
lamp
has-
I've ever seen.
It has 3 bulbs.
Yes.
It's from Light Elegance.
But it does a fantastic job.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah. But I mean, you can tell, like, to look at the front face,
I
you
know,
know, where you
it's
insert your
little-
hand, how clients, like, you have to really pay attention when you're putting your hand in this thing, because if you don't, you will hit a bulb, you will hit the edge of the entranceway,
That's what I'm saying.
and you can see right along here. And I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, everybody, you can't see this right now. Actually, let me see if I can show everybody here real quick. But let's see if we can do this here.
Yeah.
So if you take a look all along here, that's just gel from people smacking it. And obviously, it cures because the bulbs are like right there.
Yeah.
But you really got to pay attention, because I mean, that is a very small
Opening.
entryway, right?
But
Or-
because of that, the lamp, the bulbs are close to the nails,
Yeah.
giving you very good cure.
Yes.
So
No, that is a huge plus one
yeah,
to that.
so it's a very, very strong. Well, it's a strong lamp.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if they still make this lamp. I don't think so.
Probably not. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I can only assume that they don't, because I mean, I've seen how many manufacturers at this point that have, you know, from this era have probably had 3 or 4 different renditions of lamps since.
Yeah.
And I doubt that Light Elegance would be still manufacturing this, but again, I could be wrong.
So now we're going to. I'm gonna thin out the free edge first, because that's how I kind of
By
do it.
hand.
By hand.
By hand, machineless. Deep.
And now I'm going to remove all the lifting. So now I'm kind of working behind the lifting here until it pops off. You know, it's kind of hard to work with the camera this way, a little bit. Because normally I would actually kind of have the client here like this, but this is barely visible. But I'm going to try to show you, because this is actually a good angle.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. No. This is too far.
I'm trying, folks. I'm trying.
Okay, now I'm gonna remove the shine from the natural nail. I'm gonna go both ways. So I go from here down and then from here down as well. Can you see? I hope you can see.
I think so.
So you can also go kind of this way.
What is this?
I know.
That's like some weird super secret technique you're using?
Yes.
I've never seen you do this before.
See, I've evolved through the years. All right, so this is it. Now again, free edge. You can actually sometimes nudge it with the 100 grit a little bit, like making sure that you don't hit the nail with it. And again, I'm gonna lift the hand, I lift the client's side a little bit so I have a good angle here. Okay, and now the natural nail. Here and then here. To be honest with you, I don't know when last time I prepped by hand. You know, these little areas like that are so tight, they're really hard to get when you hold the file this way. So that's where you can kind of just go around.
Right.
Making sure that everything is nice and dull. I actually kind of like hand filing. Crazy, huh?
For you, not really.
So I like changing things.
You like to find the most difficult way of doing things humanly possible.
And just
everything
perfect
you do.
it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's difficult.
Challenge
Okay,
accepted.
yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, great.
Okay, again, turning this hand a little bit. No, the elbow has to stay on the floor, but just on the floor.
On the,
Yeah, yes, just
on the table?
on the table.
On the table.
Okay, there you go. So this side. And now the 180 grit, very, very gently. So as you can see, this is quite fast as well. So both electric file and hand file are equally kind of fast or slow, whatever. You should not use the electric file for the speed. You should use it for the how accurate it is.
Yeah, we cannot stress that enough. It's
Yeah,
not about
like
speed, it's
It's just a tool,
yeah.
and it's a very useful tool. But
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Like doing your nails here and hand filing for 10 minutes is fine. But if I had to do this 10 times a day, I think I would have a problem.
Well, I mean, and that's where
Yeah, using
the electric file kind of takes the manual part of it out.
Yeah, like,
and you're able to do
it
the
adds
same
up.
job without, so much
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
It's there to make things easier, not faster.
And it does a little bit faster because you're not,
that
but
should
that's
be
not the
primary
goal.
use,
Yeah, exactly,
of why you have it, why
Yeah.
you're using it. It should be for all the fine points of detail and to, take away from the manual stress of the job.
Yep.
Because, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but if you do 6 clients in a day, let's say, and you're doing that 5 days a week, for weeks and months on
And
end.
years.
Hey, guess
yeah.
what? It's going to start wearing on you.
And there's, you know what, some people can totally do it.
Sure. And there's some people who, you know, can do some miraculous things in life.
Exactly.
But, you know, for the average person,
But yeah.
And again, that's not to say that, you know, people can't do this for days, weeks, months, years on end, but when you have the opportunity to use an electric file, I mean...
Learn to use it properly. But you know what, okay, if you don't, like, I think everyone should learn definitely how to hand file.
Of course.
So starting with shaping by hand is not a bad idea.
Because you might be left in a position where you don't have that opportunity, where let's say your e-file
breaks.
Yeah, it
and then
fails.
you're like, then you're stuck without it.
Exactly. And it's got to be sent away for repairs, and you can't get a new one at that time. And hey, listen, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I have a backup, but not everybody has a backup.
Not everybody has a backup. So I mean, well, this should be the backup.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Would you be able to move this thing a little bit?
Yeah, they keep sliding all over the place. Sorry, we have these little elbow pads that are...
Yeah, they're a pain a little bit.
They're really comfortable, but yeah, they do slide around, and I have these fat arms, so I tend to lean on them, and they slide all over the place, and I make life difficult. Now, I have to say, from a client's perspective, using the
electric file?
No, using the hand file the way you are is kind of annoying in the respect that like you're constantly kind of going over like the sides here, over and over and over again.
The skin.
It's like holy.
Oh, you see,
crap.
that's interesting because
and that's where, at least with the e-file, you're not getting that at all. You can get into those crevices like so without actually just going over and over and over the skin. Which, as I said, you know, you do it once, twice, 3 times, you're like, okay. But if you're using like a heavier grit and you are a heavy-handed individual, you're going to be taking down some skin. And it's going to be, you know, from a client's perspective, not the most enjoyable feeling of being taken.
Interesting, because usually that's not
Let's take
something...
sandpaper to your skin for a little while and see what happens. Yeah. It's not fun.
I'm not that bad, am I?
No, I'm not. No, I'm saying kind of like a worst case scenario. If you're using a heavy grit and you're heavy-handed, where you're an exceptionally skilled technician, and I mean you're very light-handed. I mean, and that's, you know, over 20 years of doing what you do. But for those who are new to hand filing, these are things to take into consideration for your clients.
Yeah, protect the skin and kind of keep it back.
Exactly, and that's what I'm trying to get at. So let that be your little pro tip.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, people sometimes think the electric files are like so dangerous, and but I actually find
these are just as equally dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or if you're new.
Okay, so but this actually looks like a very nice prep. The nail looks really, really good.
Yes.
Nice and dull and evenly kind of dull.
Evenly dull.
That's the only time when dull is good.
Yeah. But, you know, like a lot of people, just getting back to the whole, you know, hand file versus electric file, I cannot stress what I'm about to say enough, which is it is not the tool, it is the technician.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people like to point blame to the tools. You know what? It's not the tool, it's the person using the tool.
Yeah, and I mean, and overusing very often because I've seen a lot of crazy stuff done with electric files.
And I mean, it's time, experience, and you're about to say something.
Yeah. So this is acidic primer. That we're using. So I'm just dabbing off the excess on the cotton pad, and then just kind of dabbing just in the regrowth area.
Now, how come we didn't do this with the last hand?
Because that product...
In the previous video.
Oh.
Part 1.
Because the Amore doesn't need an acidic primer. This comes with acidic primer.
Oh.
So, extra bond.
Well, you got to make this very clear for our viewers.
Yes, because I assume that people can read my mind. And that's not always the case.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Alright, so, oh, in the meantime, as the primer is drying, I'm going to show you the gels.
Yes.
So these are the gels that we're choosing. So this is the bonding gel. It's quite thin.
Yeah.
Okay, so Flawless Bond Base. I'm gonna wipe this brush a little bit so I don't contaminate the gels.
Contaminate.
So, and this one.
Ooh.
It's like a thin to a medium consistency.
Yep.
Smooth ice. And Brilliant and Universal is actually a top coat, but also can be probably used as one step. It's a little bit more rigid because the top coat needs to be. So, and I also have the other two in my kit. Actually, this was a very good kit, I have to say. So it came, so this was the kit, the primer came with this kit as well. This is Ultra Silk, and it came with 3 colors, which I will show you in a second. This one is a very good consistency. I know I'm going to love this consistency because that's that light, fluffy kind of consistency. So that's Ultra Silk. I know Carmen likes this gel. She uses it a lot. Diamond Fiber, and I think this one has little fibers in it. Does it?
There's a couple little... Yeah, I see a couple little things here. Like, look right there, right there.
Well, that's, I think, dirt. No, it's
great
supposed
selling
to have...
feature there. Wow. Yeah, I think that's dirt. Oh, beautiful. People are really going to want to buy it now.
Okay, no, it's supposed to have little fibers. I don't know.
Okay.
So it also came with 3 different colors. Oh, with Universal White, so that's white. But
for the record, ladies and gentlemen, the one that had the potential dirt in it, that wouldn't have come that way.
yeah, I probably got it there somehow.
Yeah, we probably did that, so I want to make that very clear.
Yeah, no, it didn't come with dirt. So this one is Pastel Lavender. I'm wondering if, no, it didn't have, because you know how sometimes you have to peel off things?
Yes.
Okay, and this one?
Ooh.
Actually, they have a very nice
pretty.
consistency, and this is white. I like the new packaging as well. Oops. Oh, because so this is
There's
the
an
white.
old packaging?
Yeah, the old packaging. I don't have it here, but this one has the indication also on the side here
Okay.
of the color, which is pretty accurate, and not these ones because these are clear ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be just the metal pieces, guys. I know. No?
What?
No, like what's
Oh,
in there?
Was it that one? Yes. Those are 2 little...
No, it looks like a speck of pigment or something, doesn't it?
It looks like a couple of sparkles or something. But
Oh, maybe it's a sparkle.
again, I don't think that it came
Yeah,
that
no.
way. I mean, you've used them already, so maybe something...
No, I haven't used them. Okay, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna be using these 3.
But yeah, the packaging, I mean, it's nice packaging. It doesn't remind me of anybody else's packaging at all.
Okay, so we're gonna use the bond first. Oh, and also came with this brush, which is a very good brush.
Actually, you would have seen that in our previous video.
Yes, because I've been using it for a while.
And it's a good brush.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm kind of gonna push back the skin again.
All right. We're going to push back the skin.
No, I'm going to push it back.
You're going to. I'm going to have it pushed. You're going to do the pushing. That sounds kind of weird. And yeah.
Okay, base coat, guys. So this base coat also is supposed to be kind of used not super thin because then it starts shrinking as far as I remember. Very nice application of the base. It's very, oops.
Fluffer.
Oh my god. Yeah, quite thin actually. Which means that you don't have to use so much pressure, kind of. Let's see if it's shrinking. No. Yeah, the base is good. You know, I'm really impressed with my prep. No, like it just looks good.
No, it's good.
And this has to be cured for 2 minutes in UV. And LED, I'm not sure right now. Ask Lilia. I'm gonna link the website in my description. All right. So we will be back in 2 minutes once these are cured. Any movements? No, nothing. Looks good. Okay. Let's cure it. Oops.
And we will see you guys in 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Let's go.
And we're back.
Okay. So, did you feel any heat? Feels
No,
pretty dry.
no, actually I felt no heat whatsoever.
Okay, so it's just a base. So let's not get too... Some of the gels heat up.
No, there was no heat at all, zero.
There's a little fluff in there, but it doesn't matter because I'm still gonna finish file.
Mm.
I'm just kind of testing different techniques of application and see which one kind of works with this consistency. Because they're all different. Like the fluffy gels, what I do sometimes I kind of deposit and then I just push it around. Some of them you kind of just have to brush on, otherwise you can create bubbles.
Bubbles?
Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Okay, and this one goes in the light for a few seconds. Just like even in front of the light. Did you feel heat?
A little bit, but not a big deal.
Okay. I have to say the consistency is very good. It's not very stringy, but it levels. It's very smooth. Isn't it called smooth ice? Yeah. Man, I'm good. All right, goes in the light.
And how long are we in the light for?
2 minutes.
All right, 2 more minutes. Yay.
All right.
All right, 2 minutes is over. Here we are.
It has a shine, but it's not super blinding. Which is fine, because this is not supposed to be a top coat. I'm just mentioning the facts. All right, so we're gonna shape
Shapey.
nails by
Shapey,
hand
shapey.
as well.
By hand.
So I'm going to do the same with this. Shape the free edge first. Shape around. And everybody has their own method of shaping. As long as you're consistent with your method, you're gonna develop a good technique and consistency. Because consistency comes with practice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, practice creates consistency. And I'm using 180 grit as well. So this gel kind of feels flexible a little bit when I'm filing it, which is not surprising because it is a flexible gel.
Well, even when you poked it, it felt
kind of a little rubbery, right?
almost a little rubbery, yeah.
Which is a good thing for your nails. You know what it is? Is the security system. Battery is low.
Oh.
I should actually mention as well that this gel is hypoallergenic, whatever that means, I guess, but well, I think it is, so it's a good thing. But it doesn't matter, you know, you still have to obviously work with it very carefully because the allergic reactions right now are kind of ending a lot of people's careers right now. We hear a lot about a lot of issues. People just don't know how to work with these products properly. They sometimes don't have the proper training. I see constantly people wiping things and then kind of not really wiping their hands and
Well, you know
not curing
what?
properly.
Regardless if it's hypoallergenic or not, you should be treating it like it isn't at
Yeah,
all
exactly.
times, just as a precautionary.
100%. No, it's just I guess kind of a safer to a degree product.
Yes, but I mean, you should still be
Yeah.
treating it with respect. And that, you know, dealing with these materials in their unfinished states or
and their
uncured state is dangerous.
Yeah.
Because the long-term effects, which we're seeing, and sometimes even short-term, depending on the person,
Yeah.
we're seeing what, you know, like these career-ending allergies from the product.
Yeah, that's
So-
and they're bad, and people then even can't work with these gels, even with gloves on, and
Yeah, so
like
you know
it's
what?
sometimes
It's-
too late.
Yeah, and we've seen this. I do recall someone within the GTA we went to go see, and this was years ago. This is when Accents had first developed their color gel line, their soak off, and I remember we went out and we were dealing with this one person in particular, and they had developed a severe allergy towards.
Well,
products.
not accents, but just
No,
general.
not Accents in general. I'm just saying that it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
right around that time because we had.
But now it's like
Yeah,
1,000 times worse.
Because the person actually had some questions and concerns for the product, and we had went to go address it personally, and found out that this person in particular has some very, very bad allergies. And
Well, it's when people say allergies, it's usually overexposure to a product, and
Right.
when that starts happening, you can't start guessing what you're allergic to. You have to actually get tested and find out exactly
right,
what you're allergic to, because sometimes going for products that don't contain certain ingredients that are known allergens is not really the way, because you don't know what you're allergic to. So it's better to get tested. But obviously
seek
it's better.
proper professional medical
Yeah.
attention.
But it's better to be very
checked
careful.
out. Yeah. And that kind of goes back to one of the things that, you know what, you know, with improper usage, you run the risk of these issues happening.
Because it's uncured gel that you are allergic to.
Right.
or dust from uncured gel. And the clear gels are a little bit different. I don't want to say they're better, but it's especially an issue with the color gels. And also applying any type of coverage gels very thick, and that's one thing that concerns me lately is people applying those the coverage gels so thick because it kind of looks really cool, but I think that can create problems because gels need a UV to penetrate them completely all the way to the bottom, and they have to be cured 90% in order to be safe.
And if they're super thick.
And I think that they're like, the bottom coats are probably cured like 50%. And when you go to file it, it falls all over the place and it's just bad news. Okay, so this is the Brilliant and the Universal. And this could be used probably as a one step and also as a top coat. So we will use it as a top coat. Is it fluffy?
Another one.
Did I wipe these ones with a brush?
Yes, you did. And then you wipe them.
Okay, but sometimes I actually like to, because the lint-free wipes are not lint-free wipes. Okay, I have this. Oh my god.
Fluffers?
Yeah. I'll try to wipe this brush because it could be in the brush. I don't know where the fluffers are.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so this one is kind of thicker. Thicker than I expected. But it works.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question is, what do you guys think? Which one is going to last better? Please make a comment below.
Leave a comment down below. Amore
Versus
or Magic.
Magic.
What's going to last better?
What do you think?
Me personally?
Uh-huh.
That's a toughie.
Okay,
That's a real toughie.
I think Amore is going to last better. Just my gut feeling.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too. But you know what? We may be wrong. Magic might prevail.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I'm actually very curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm actually curious if you guys are familiar with Amore, because I know it's a Canadian brand, but I know even my American viewers know it, so it's interesting. I think they have some following. Actually,
Well, I know that they've
this
been.
one. It was supposed to flash cure, and then I
Oops.
got what did I get? Confused. Whatever. You were saying about the Amore?
You know, they've been around for a while.
Yeah. So
You know,
maybe.
And Magic's a little bit more of a new kid on the block, and that's not to discredit the product, the owner, or anything like that. It's you know, and,
we'll see.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see how it holds up, because it very well may be as good. It may be better.
You know, actually Carmen used it, and Carmen is she's good. What can I say? So she would not use.
She would not recommend poopy product.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
goes to the lab.
And she highly recommends it.
Yeah, so she used it. So we're using it because, you know, I have to try everything.
Of course.
So we're gonna cure it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna actually double check if it's a 2 or 3 minute cure. Does it say?
I don't know. I can't read the packaging from here.
Okay, 2 minutes. So it says it's a universal gel that cures to high shine, which makes it suitable to be used as a top gloss as well. Low to medium viscosity of this gel lets you do fast fills and minimize filing on the new sculpted sets. It's a self-leveling builder with assist in even effortless application, and the gel will not flow on the skin. Recommended for fresh nail technicians. So it's almost like a kind of a one-step. So the cure time is 2 minutes in UV and also 120 seconds in LED. 2 minutes in UV, 120 seconds in LED, which is 2 minutes. All right, so that's what it is. So yes, that's why it felt a little bit thicker. So you can use it almost like with the base coat, like a one-step kind of.
Well, that's what you were speculating in the first place, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this one is done.
Is it done now?
Yes.
Has it been 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's getting faster and faster.
It seems so. And look how shiners in there. Oh boy.
So we'll see if it shines still.
Yeah. Did it go dull?
No, but it's not kind of. It's kind of smooth.
Smooth?
It's not as smooth.
Oh dear.
It's not bad, but I think the other one is more shiny. You know, I think as a top coat, if it was maybe one step, I could kind of
Direct comparison.
yeah.
You know what? They seem to be about the same, to be honest.
This one is smoother. A little bit. Yeah. There's a slight difference, but it's a nice fact that this is a builder as well. So you can kind of do a nice overlay without, if you don't have to file, then you don't have to file.
Right.
It kind of like, almost like moved back on the free edge, if you can see a little bit.
Interesting.
Right? Can you see it? Like there's little wiggleness.
Yeah. I noticed it in the thumb, actually.
On this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Right.
So what happened, it kind of moved back a little bit. But you know what? With Evergel, you have to learn it.
Yeah.
It's not so easy. So I'm sure that it can be.
With a little bit of time and practice and just understanding its character, not a big deal.
So
More filing.
That's the just
More filing.
kind of go over the free edge, making sure that there is no catches. So yes, this is it. We won't keep you much longer.
Oh.
Please let us know
What
which
do you think?
gel you think is going to last longer on these nails, considering. And hit a like and subscribe, please. And maybe share the video.
Yeah.
With,
Do a little bit of sharing. Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, so if you could share the video so we can grow the channel a little bit more, we would super appreciate it. Because, you know, like I don't want to make these videos for like 5 people. It's sad when that happens, when people are not watching the videos. So
I can tell you from personal experience, when you're in a situation where you're doing something and you kind of expect a bit of a higher turnout, like 100 people or 1,000 people, and you get 5,
it kind of hurts.
it kind of stings.
Yes. So
Let me
please
tell
share
you.
the video.
Yep.
We're very happy when that happens.
Yes.
Okay. And we will see you with these nails 2 weeks from now, and we will see how they last.
And before we go, check out our Patreon.
Yes, the
Check
link
that
is in the description box.
Yes. Check it out.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.